is more reliable, faster rollouts and clean product data, which is key. We're a large importer, also manufacturer here in Australia. We have over 70 overseas suppliers dotted all around Southeast Asia, and also local suppliers as well. We import roughly over, say, 3,500 TEUs yearly. So you can imagine the amount of purchase orders that we do. Around roughly, we have 6,000 active SKUs in our EXO system as well, all around Australia. So obviously, with that amount of volume of work going through, we had that issue where there's a lot of manual time being chewed up by our employees, and we went to our partner Kilimanjaro, who helped us automate some of that processing for us in confirmation. So that was a big step for us. A lot of dedication, a lot of time going through with that. And what we found is that once we went through that process, we seemed to it used to take us 2-3 days to go through all of the confirmations. We reduced that by 70%, so cut it down from 2-3 days down to about 2 to 3 hours. So that was a massive improvement for that. And what we found as well is, as I say, 2 or 3 FTEs, we were able to redeploy those FTEs who were just going through the paperwork, going through those confirmations. We get to redeploy those into more value add as well within the purchasing department as well. So that was just from an operational standpoint. What we found from a customer standpoint was that it gave us better visibility on our ETAs, our accuracy, also in our reporting, because we understood when the POs were confirmed and when they were dispatched. So it gave us better visibility on our supply chain, demand management, but also for our customers as well. So we could be proactive, speak with the customers, in the good times that the order was dispatched early, or if there was a bit of a delay, we could be proactive and manage our customers that way as well. So we had a lot more communication, direct communication, better promotions, better launch execution as well with our product range, but also with our customers. What we have databases set up in each of the major states around Australia. As I say, we import to all the major ports. So we had the system running, again, with the purchase orders run out of that state. So then we would have to, what we found was we were juggling, trying to maintain, as you can imagine, with those 6,000 SKUs we mentioned earlier, and also a lot of active customers, to maintain the master data across all of those databases. It was pretty much impossible, to be honest. So again, we reached out, working with the team, and then what we found is we could then automate one single source of truth, and then we could be able to push that across all the databases, and then all of the SKU master data was then updated and synchronized together. So again, that helps with master data integrity. Again, we mentioned before, with the number of purchase orders, suppliers, and also working with our customers. So again, there was a lot of heavy loads managing across those different databases, different companies as well. So that's been synchronized, which is a massive help for us. So we've gone down from, again, the setup, SKUs maintenance was roughly 3 to 5 days. We would look for several one, then do in each database. Let's cut that down to effectively the same day, synchronize overnight. And then we know that it was pushed out to all of our databases, and all of our master data is clean as well. So what does that mean? That means that we have less errors in the system as well. So what we found is that pricing errors, general data errors is down 40 to 60% across the board. And what we've also achieved as well is, again, is looking at that reallocation of our resources, which is key for us from a business standpoint, and actually, move that. So we're about a 5 FTE, just looking at those master data across the databases, again, into more value add areas as well. So, that's been a fantastic outcome for us. Also, again, is for our customers as well, and for the business, is more reliable, faster rollouts and clean product data, which is key, which, master data links into all of our systems and gives us better credibility and visibility with our customers and suppliers. Yeah, look, this is a key thing for us, as you mentioned. Customers, is key for just growing the business, repeat business, all of that. So customer is key. So as you said, we're tracking this on spreadsheets. And as you can imagine, with all the SKUs, with all the mixtures of customers, the different timing of importing product, manufacturing products, a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of misinformation going out to our customers, and we're missing sales and also missing repeat sales again is our inability to communicate clearly, and also sometimes the good news was we find out there, especially the supply chain disruptions that's happened over the last few years, is clear communication to your customer and consistent information means a lot. So again, we looked at what can we do to improve that, not only from our own standpoint, but again from a system standpoint. And we found that again is nothing's as you mentioned before, it's 2025. There's nothing that we can't seem to overcome within the systems. And we're looking again, automation and is a big key for everything. And we reached out and said, look, this is the issue that we're having. Working on spreadsheets, working multiple warehouses around Australia. How can we improve this? And again, working with our partner Kilimanjaro and MYOB EXO, we worked together, looked at that, and we were able to create an automation for us, which was a way for us to look at all of the lines, the receipt MOQs, look at all those different flags. We've, as you can imagine, priority customers as well. So it's a little bit more complicated rather than just getting the stock in, stock out. Is we have prioritized our customers 1, 2, 3, 4. As obviously our main customers, if the stock comes in, we can allocate it to them directly. So again, you can imagine that it was so complicated. But again, looking at the automation, we're able to bring that in real time, which again helped us with product fulfillment, sales orders, and again, we're being transparent with them. We had consistent rules in the system, so therefore our suppliers and our customers were able to trust what we said was going to happen as well. So faster fulfillment, smarter fulfillment as well. And we had options, given that the information that we had, everything that we mentioned above is, we were able to allocate the stock that was coming in around the country into the correct area as well. So all in all, it was a massive benefit to us, and one that we're continually using to this day, and is a massive benefit for us and the sales team as well. Mentioned before is one of our things was those automations, working with your partner, working with MYOB EXO, is there's nothing there that there's not insurmountable at this juncture. Everything can be done. Given the complexity of our business, we thought some of those things would be out of reach, but with all that automation in the background, data integrity, the governance that we have has really improved our customer outcomes. We're more predictable, better communication, more consistent pricing. The product master was key as well, so a single trip nationally, stock allocations with the back orders, and customers get predictability, fewer admin headaches, customer service, rather than fielding all these calls in relation to where's our stock, what's happening with our stock. We're on the front foot with that, so faster fulfillment and better die for it all around. Yes, we are actually, as we mentioned before in relation to the Stockmaster synchronization, how that automation helped us across the different databases that we have all around, so we have 5 major databases that we operate in at the moment. Is we're working currently on a database consolidation project that is hopefully, will synchronize that data a lot more and help us gain greater visibility and also greater automation. None of the automations that we have in place, the back orders or the what confirmed will change. Those have been amazing for us and will continue in that database consolidation. Again, that's an automation that helps suppliers, but also our customers. But again, we're looking at ways of streamlining our data, our information, and also which will give us greater insights moving forward. And data is king, and data is everything at the moment, and will just help that will help us with that consolidation, will help us streamline some of those stock masters as well further. So it's a little bit more complicated. Again, we have operations in 5 major cities, and as we know in Australia, we have, especially with us with the food packaging, sustainability is key for us. And what we find lately is different states going at different paces with legislation. We've all went through the single-use plastic ban as well, but then we're looking at dispersion coating with the plastics as well, and trying to eliminate plastics out of packaging. So we are trying to make sure that all of our stock codes, all of our products meet and exceed our customers' expectations, that we can deliver different types of products into the different marketplaces around Australia. So with that, the consolidation project will be quite intense, but we'll see, again, we'll drive more benefits in relation to data visibility.